My lord, welcome to Balmorra. I hope you like bomb-to-pieces mudholes. Captain Rigel, Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps. When the Empire invades, we're the ones who seal the deal. Don't suppose you're aware of the situation here on Balmorra?
I'm sure you'll fill me in.
The Empire invaded Balmorra in the last war, but we've been spinning our wheels in the mud ever since. Resistance fighters think they can drive the Empire off Balmorra. We're here to prove them wrong.
What does this have to do with me?
We want the best Sith agents and guns for hire in the galaxy to put this war down once and for all. The Balmorran government in exile, backed by Minister of Defense Vol Argen, is giving us fits, backing a strong faction of the Resistance. The Minister is safely off planet, but if we break his allies here, we break him. We break him, we break the Resistance.
Why doesn't Imperial intelligence just have him assassinated?
Yeah, I get your thinking, cut off the head and kill the body, except Resistance movements aren't organisms, exactly. If we took out Argen, it'd be big, but as long as his power base stands, some other idealist is bound to step in. That's why we need to take everything out. Do we have the privilege of your support?
I will hunt the Empire's enemies, and I will break them.
We are most honored to have you, my lord. My second-in-command, Lieutenant Davril, is masterminding Phase 1 of what we like to call Operation Breaking Point. You'll find him in Sobrik. He's got plans to blow the Balmorran resistance sky high. I think you'll like them.
My lord, word of your talent precedes you. I'm honored. You're well aware of the situation, I'm sure. The government in exile, the resistance, cowards. If my lord is willing, we're going to bury them in their little hidey holes.
Yes, I get it. We're going to crush the resistance. What's your point?
The old government's sending generators to the resistance, powering their artillery. The resistance has given pardons to Balmorra's worst killers in exchange for a little guard duty. Phase 1 of Operation Breaking Point is to destroy those generators and put those killers to sleep. You in?
That has possibility.
The generators are in the Nibre warehouse. If you can blow them to pieces, you'll show the Balmorran resistance it takes more than cold-blooded killers to stop the Empire. Must have been imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard those generators go pop from here. Thank you, my lord. But it looks like the resistance isn't done yet.
I will hunt down each and every member of the resistance if I have to.
Good to hear you say it. Used to be we kept the resistance in check in the wilds, but now they've started to get bolder. They're attacking Imperial holdings in the old Balmorran industrial area. We need to punish their boldness. Lieutenant Thorpe at Marcaran Outpost has some ideas about how to put the resistance back in their place.
I hear your exploits with Lieutenant Davril went well. I hope you didn't find him crass, my lord. Unlike my esteemed colleague, I do not base my mission's success on the decibel level of the explosions. Breaking the spirits of a resistance movement is like cooking a fine meal.
Your metaphors are really dragging the conversation down.
The resistance has the people's backing. We must crush the spirits of the people to crush the resistance. No doubt Lieutenant Davril told you that they've brought in cyborg mercenaries from off-world, using an experimental new drop technology to land them on the planet. These cyborgs are killing our soldiers left and right.
In that case, I hope you have a good plan.
You'll be the judge of that, I'm sure. I believe we can catch them by surprise at this location. But here's the key. I want to send the Balmorran people a clear message. We collect the technology the cyborgs use to drop onto Balmorra and use it against them. Kill the cyborgs, collect the technology. What do you think?
I've heard better plans come from gonk droids.
Ah, well, I do hope you'll consider it anyway. It's the only plan I've got. Bring me the cyborg technology, and I think the Balmorran people will get our message loud and clear. Word has it the former Balmorran Minister of Defense, Vol Argon, got wind of your work destroying the generators at Nibre warehouse. He's furious. I can't wait to hear his reaction when we attack him with his own cyborg's gear. Perfect.
He will learn not to interfere with the Empire's plans.
Indeed. To reach the Resistance's main base, we need to push through the Gorinth wilds. But the Resistance have repelled all Imperial offensives with guerrilla attacks from this untamed and largely uncharted area. A Balmorran defector, Cavil Aren, has agreed to help us clear out the wilds and carve a path to the Resistance's base. He's at the Gorinth Imperial outpost.
My lord, my respects. How do you like Balmorra so far? Doesn't seem like much, does it?
Let's just get to the mission.
Resistance stealth troops have been infiltrating Imperial outposts, making quick strikes and leaving no trace. The Empire says they can't be beaten. I say they can.
What's so scary about them?
You don't see them until they kill you, that's what they say. But I built the tech they use to keep hidden. Their camp's in the Gorinth wilds, but they've surrounded it with mines to keep strangers out. Watch your step, and you can use this device to detect the stealth fighters. They're fast, though. If I may offer advice, strike quick and hard.
Boom!
No more surprise attacks. Good. Captain Rigel is on Holo. He wants a word with you.
My lord, allow me to express my deepest pleasure at working with you. Operation Breaking Point has been far more successful than I ever could have imagined. Word is the former Balmorran Minister of Defense Vol Argon might come down to Balmorra. He's playing right into our hands.
I hope he does show up. I'll kill him.
I hope so too. Now that the wilds are secured, we're ready for the final push. Colonel Vrain, head of the Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps, has come to oversee the action. He's at the Sundari outpost, in striking distance of the Resistance's main base. It's now or never.
My lord, let me be the first to tell you how appreciated your work has been. Today the Balmorran resistance, backed by the government in exile, takes its last pitiful gasp. We have you to thank. It won't be long before the corpse of former Defense Minister Vol Argon is cold in the ground.
I hope you intend to say thanks with some form of reward.
That could be in the cards if you pull off this last play. The Resistance, aided by the Republic, has made its headquarters in the Balmorran Arms Factory. It is a heavily fortified facility, but it's not invulnerable. Not with such a powerful patriot as yourself on our side.
The factory will be destroyed by nightfall. I vow it.
If we may impose on you for one final task in service of the glorious Empire, we need you to break into the factory, shut off its power, and use the period of panic to shut down security. Once this is done, the main attack force can sweep in and wipe out the Resistance. And if you see Vol Argon, kill him.
This will be like terrorizing children.
Perhaps, but I wouldn't go in too overconfident. Word is the Resistance at the factory have the Republic's backing. They'll be well equipped and well trained. For anyone else, this would be a suicide mission. I wouldn't consider it, but I have a good feeling about you.
Brutal. Better check I still have all my parts.
I've heard most satisfactory reports of your success in the Balmorran Arms Factory, and that fool Vol Argon played right into our hands. There can be no doubt. The Resistance is crushed.
Good luck with the final assault, Colonel.
Thank you. Captain Rigel is in charge of writing up the report on this one. If I could ask you for one final favor, that you report your success to him.
My lord, you have laid waste to our enemies. The whole resistance is in shambles. The people's spirits are broken. Balmorra is as good as ours.
Fear and intimidation are the Empire's greatest weapons.
The Sith are the Empire's greatest weapon. We cannot possibly thank you enough for your service. Decades we've been trying to win this war, and you've done it in a fraction of the time. Thank you.
My lord, you're Darth Barris's apprentice, right? Got orders from the Planetary governor to find you. You're needed at this war conference, Priority Alpha 1.
If the governor wants me, let him beg at the feet of my master. I have other concerns.
This is Sith's business as well. Promise. The Dark Council sent an emissary, big-time Sith Lord, to personally review the status of the Balmorran occupation. This conference will determine the next stage of the ground campaign. Whole war's about to be decided, and the governor wants your expertise.
This emissary of the Dark Council, what do we know about him?
Sith politics aren't my business. One of Darth Mar's servants is what I hear, but don't know anything else. Assigning black-level clearance. No one will cause you trouble. Be quick, though. They're starting any minute.
Do you know the worst part, Governor?
I didn't. I didn't.
Exactly. You didn't even own up to your mistakes. That's why the Dark Council gave this planet to me.
Please.
Watch and enjoy. I'm Darth Lacris, and I've been tasked with cleansing Balmorra. I'm glad you came. More Sith can only bring much-needed dignity.
Gorgeous, murderous, and an eye for talent. We should talk.
We should. Do you... but business first. You're here because I asked the governor to bring me his best. Balmorra has a problem.
My friends in the Resistance, I won't take much time. The Empire says it owns Balmorra. The Republic says, it's yours, we're gone. But you and I know Balmorra's won with sweat and tears, and my boys will stand by your side until everyone knows it.
Grand Marshal Jaquetta, formerly of the Republic Army. Officially, he and his troops went rogue after the Republic withdrew from this sector. Ever since, they've been holed up under siege, aiding the Resistance and fortifying their position. You may have met their scouting parties already.
Is there anyone on Balmorra who isn't fighting the Empire?
Now you understand my displeasure with the previous administration. Jaquetta and the Resistance are based in the Balmorran Arms Factory, home of the brightest engineers in the galaxy. I'm told the factory's generators are inexhaustible, its defenses cutting edge, its barricades block our scans, giving the Resistance peace and privacy.
Sounds intolerable. After we're done here, maybe I can help you work out your frustrations.
Deliver me Balmorra and we'll work out anything you like. Jaquetta may have officially gone rogue, but the Republic still supports him. They fund his revolution from the shadows, make supply drops in secret. Those Republic hypocrites want the arms factory as a beachhead, and as Balmorra's new governor, I say we take it before they mount a full invasion.
I will burn our enemy's fortress to the ground, I swear it.
Obliterate the factory defenses. Lower the barricades that block our scans, and I'll have an army at your back. And if you can, bring me proof of Republic involvement on Balmorra. We'll expose their lies on a galactic stage.
This is Grand Marshal Jaquetta to all personnel. Last night was a hell of a fight. Outnumbered 10 to 1, and we still beat back the imps. Victory's coming, boys. Keep this up, and we can all go home. Grand Marshal Jaquetta here. I want to talk about sacrifice. My troops and I gave up our homes in the Republic. But the rest of you weren't given a choice. Your planet was taken from you. You're giving up everything to get it back. That's the real deal. This is Grand Marshal Jaquetta. I've been hearing grumbling lately. People saying the Republic abandoned Balmorra. Well, I may not be Republic Army anymore, but I'm still a patriot. So don't say it to my face. The treaty may not have left us much choice, but the people of the Republic are still behind you.
Darth Lacris, can you read me? I'm lowering the barricades to the Balmorran arms factory.
I hear you perfectly. We'll start scanning the interior now. Hold on. Someone cut through this interference.
Pardon my interruption. I'm Grand Marshal Chiquetta, formerly of the Republic Army.
So, you're the proud leader of these gutless wonders?
If they're so gutless, why haven't you beaten them after all these years? I'm not a complete fool. Once I realized you planned to lower our defenses, I sent a few friends.
Jedi Knight Raylon Nis, reporting.
Tempest Squad, reporting.
Fresh volunteers who have taken a leave of absence to join the Balmorran resistance. Taste of what's coming.
You've sent these people to their deaths.
If that's true, I'll shed a tear.
Go! Go!
Can you hear me? This channel is still open. Did Chiquetta send a Jedi?
How does it make you feel, watching me kill someone like that?
I can't say I didn't enjoy the show, but your timing could be better. My people are performing a full scan of the factory now that the defenses are down. I'll patch you into the report.
My lord, we're detecting unusual signals from inside the factory. What appears to be a hyperspace beacon. It shouldn't be possible. It must have taken them decades.
Don't underestimate their engineers or their resources. What can it do?
In theory, starships could follow the beacon and jump-in system almost directly overhead.
The Republic is flying reinforcements straight to the Balmorran arms factory and bypassing our defenses.
All this time, the Republic and their engineers were boxed in. They were laying the groundwork for invasion.
Picking up. There are dozens of ships out there. Silhouette is Republic Special Forces, Triumph class.
This is how they did it during the war. Multiple strike teams, strategic objectives, one Jedi per military squad. They took entire planets. They know we see them. They're rushing to land now.
If they're heading to the factory, we can stop them from the ground.
Agreed. Take out the landing platforms and guidance systems. I'll have attack squadrons blow those ships out of the sky. Fail me now, and we perish with Balmorra.
This is Darth Lacris. Our ships are closing on the Republic transports. Keep destroying those landing pads, and there will be no escape for the enemy. Attack squadrons engaged. We've downed 6 Republic transports. I'm calling in additional ground-to-air weaponry. Only a few targets remain airborne, and they've got nowhere to go. But one transport slipped past us. I'm sending in ground troops. You intercept that ship at the factory's upper landing pad. No one survives this attack.
The fleet may be lost, but my Padawan and I can hold the Imperials while you regroup.
No. You've got your ship, we've got a few of our own. I want you to get the non-combatants and the wounded off Balmorra. After we handle this. You're damn tough, you know that?
Jedi and a Grand Marshal, dead at my hand.
Weapons out! Good fight. You've got something I don't have anymore.
I am Sith. Next to me, you are nothing.
Maybe so. Hear me out. I know how much the Empire wants to expose the Republic's involvement in Balmorra, publicly. I confess the truth of the invasion, if you help my men.
Dead Jedi, Republic transports. Even before I came to the factory, I met squads of Republic troops. Why do I need your confession?
Because you know the truth, but the rest of the galaxy doesn't, and they'll trust my word over yours. Let the Balmorrans and the non-combatants leave, Treat the Republic soldiers fairly, as prisoners of war. Help them, and I'll tell everyone we violated the treaty.
You're in no position to strike a deal.
Damn it. That's everything you could want. Why?
You and your men, every resistance fighter on this planet, must be punished.
This won't last forever. Your empire won't last. I swear.
Sir, Squad 815, Darth Lacra sent us to reinforce your position.
Take the Grand Marshal into custody. We're done for now.
Understood. There's fighting all over the factory, but it looks like a victory. Orders are to regroup at the outpost when you can, sir.
Darth Lacris, Grand Marshal Chiqueta is defeated, and the Balmorran arms factory is broken.
You smell like smoke and blood. Let me show you something.
On behalf of the Senate and the Supreme Chancellor, I wholeheartedly condemn the actions of these rogue soldiers on Balmorra. They struck at Imperial targets without any Republic support. The Senate values its peace treaty with the Empire.
So embarrassing for the Senate, forsaking their own people. Meanwhile, Imperial intelligence has begun interrogating our captives. I'm giving the Jedi to Darth Maul to see if they can be turned.
Your enemies are beaten, and your position is secure. But our partnership doesn't have to end there.
Shall we take a walk among scorched ruins and skulls, discussing plans for the future? I admit, you've put me in the mood to celebrate. Tell me why I should bother with you.
Aren't you curious about the man who won the war for you? He won't have another chance.
Then let me explore. It has been an enjoyable day. I'm gathering troops for a clean sweep of the Balmorran arms factory. I'm making it my base of planetary operations. My governorship would be very different without you. You have my gratitude for your assistance.
Next time you need assistance, let me know. I have skills you haven't seen.
I'll remember it. It's time I return to ruling. There are new reports of resistance activity. Should you choose to remain on Balmorra, perhaps I'll call on you again.
Is there something you want?
Captain Lever, Special Tactics Group 32 Alpha, Ghost Striker Division, here by request of Darth Lacris. My lord, we found him.
So I see. You weren't planning on leaving my world so soon.
Balmorra isn't the only planet where I'm needed.
But while you're here, your work is my concern. You and I defeated the Republic at the Balmorran arms factory. Now the Resistance grows desperate, gathering their remaining forces for a final assault.
They've got at least 10,000 veteran fighters in the valley, enough to overrun Sobrik.
Unless we stop them and obliterate the Resistance army. Either way, someone's about to win the planet, and someone's about to be crushed.
If it takes 1,000 days and 1,000,000 men, we will conquer this world.
Tactical assessment, Captain.
The enemy's using choke points and toxic hotspots in the terrain to control the flow of battle. Our ground troops can't even reach their targets.
But you can give me an edge. Join the last battle for Balmorra. Lead my army against this rebellion, and I will reward you dearly.
I can just imagine how rewarding you can be.
Keep your imagination focused. For now. Colonel Proshin runs special operations on the front. He will work with you to plan a strategy. See that this world falls to us. Lacris out.
I'll inform the Colonel you're coming, my lord.
You must be Colonel Proshin.
Yes, my lord. We've been expecting you. This army the Resistance has gathered. We're losing the last battle of the war, and manpower isn't our problem. But Darth Lacris promises you can help, and I've learned to trust her judgment.
How long have you worked for the Darth?
My division worked under her during the occupation of Varsid, street to street fighting for the Emperor's glory. I've asked my men to identify priority resistance targets for you. You'll move at your discretion, and we'll supply you with anything you need. And be careful if you stray into the toxic areas of the valley. We're receiving a report of some sort of insectoid infestation. Even the resistance stays clear.
Spare me your advice. I'll do what your men couldn't. Win this war.
In the name of the Emperor and Darth Lacris.
How goes the battle, Commander?
Have faith in the Empire, and the Empire provides. Yesterday, I woke to the news that Balmorran rebels had devised a way to avoid our sensors, had developed prototype stealth ships out of shuttles stolen from us. But I did not lose heart. Today, a scout literally stumbled upon where the rebels have stashed those same ships. The Empire provides. Doesn't matter, some said. Nobody could storm the area, wrestle key codes for the shuttles from their pilots, destroy their anti-aircraft defenses, steal a shuttle.
Tell me the details. You know very well I'm capable of all those things.
I do, my lord. The rebel pilots will have the keys you need to get inside a shuttle, but there's no way to override the rebels' automated defenses. You'll need to destroy the laser batteries before you steal the prototype shuttle, then fly it out under heavy fire and countless opposition. An adventure, for certain.
Now you'll see what a Sith is capable of. Have your ship, Commander.
And you, my eternal gratitude, my lord. You are everything the Empire promises its people. The shuttle will go to our techs, be pulled apart, and its secrets made ours. Once again, order triumphs over chaos, and the Empire provides for those who hold true.
Blast it! I was hoping you were my reinforcements. No offense meant, my lord. It's just there's a target we need taken out, and I've no authority to ask you. The Gold Nibre rebels have taken control of Traken 4, one of our outposts past the Marcaran wastes. If they get the gun emplacements functional, they could take out the Marcaran outpost in one shot.
We are on the same side. Tell me what is needed, and I will see it done.
My lord, you are a true patriot. The aid of the Sith is more than worth a full recon team. Top priority is to kill the power couplings on those gun emplacements. If you get that done before they attack the Marcaran outpost, the Empire will be in your debt.
You don't need to worry about the Gold Nibre anymore.
I am in your debt, my lord. I just found out that my reinforcements were killed by a rebel ambush. Without you, the Gold Nibre's attack would have succeeded for sure.
These are grim days, friend. I am Captain Ransvale Newt, Imperial Command. Your presence here couldn't come at a better time. Please try to overlook the stench of death upon me. Sometimes the work we do to preserve the Empire is dirty.
Don't apologize for dealing death, Imperial.
I'm disturbed to say the blood on my hands is not enemy blood, my lord. There's a terrible scourge terrorizing this world. The Colicoids. Savage, genetically enhanced creatures with a ravenous taste for human flesh. Emboldened by hunger, the Colicoids are encroaching on settled areas and Imperial holdings. Many of the Empire's finest have become food for these bugs.
But then they weren't the Empire's finest, were they?
Believe me, we've lost a lot of good men. They deserve to be avenged. I've developed a poison that kills the Colicoids when consumed. I've collected bodies of the fallen and treated them with the toxin. Then I had to cut the poisoned bodies into pieces. Now they must be dispersed around the bugs' nests. Will you do this?
So we kill a few dozen bugs. Big deal.
Except that I believe once the Colicoids start to associate eating human flesh with dying, they'll lose their taste for it. If the bugs no longer savor humans, the infestation will not spread toward our settlements and outposts. Believe me, this is not simply one man's pathetic revenge. Please, will you take up this charge?
That sounds worthwhile.
I'm relieved. You'll have to make the trek to Bugtown in Broken Valley, the site of the experiments that made the bugs. Here, a bag of the poisoned body parts. Tread cautiously. It will attract the creatures in droves. Find the colicoid feasting mounds around the area and deposit body parts on each mound. I hope you return to me in one piece. You've returned. Tell me you were able to deposit the poisoned body parts throughout the colicoid nest.
I didn't even break a sweat.
If the colicoids associate eating human flesh with dying, their survival instinct will steer them away from us as a food source.
Damn snipers! Come out here and fight like men! Ha! Miss me, you cowards! Oh, pardon, my lord. Didn't see you there. Could I beg a moment of your time? Our mission would greatly benefit from your assistance.
Tell me what sort of help you need.
One of our fighter squadrons was patrolling this sector when they were shot down by resistance fighters. The pilots who survived were all captured. They are being held in that camp up ahead. The snipers guarding them are exceptional. Simply reaching this position cost me 8 men. My unit needs reinforcements to complete this mission, but that'll take time. Time those pilots don't have. We're out of options. At this point, only someone with your skills could rescue those pilots in time. Can you assist us?
I won't let the Resistance kill those pilots.
Your help is greatly appreciated. Good luck.
This always does the trick.
Thanks. That was a close call. I thought I was dead for sure. Thank you.
Nicely done. You rescued all of our pilots. I hope you made those coward snipers pay while you were at it.
I destroyed them.
Ha! Just what I like to hear. Thanks again for your assistance.
My lord, we feared you wouldn't survive. It's chaos out there.
And who do you think is responsible for that chaos, Captain? With every target you eliminated, the Resistance became more disorganized. I've ordered all available forces to the battlefield.
Our bombers devastated the enemy in the first 10 minutes. Their defenses are in shambles.
I told you I'd win this war, so I did.
So you did, indeed.
We forced their 6th Battalion into Bugtown. The colicoids are eating them alive.
I think I'd like to see that. You'll be moving on, I presume? Letting the fires of Balmorra light your way as you terrorize the galaxy.
My master's schemes are many, and he requires me to see them through.
A fine position to be in. Make sure you take advantage of it. Colonel, prepare my shuttle.
Yes, my lord.
When you think back to Balmorra, remember the armies you laid to waste, the enemies you slew, and remember me, and the rewards I gave you.
If we meet again, Darth Lacris, things will be different. Remember that.
You really are an interesting creature. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have rebels to annihilate. Tell the troops, Captain, that today we win this world. Today the Resistance has fallen.